I wrote Arise, Lord, scriptural prayer for the persecuted church because I heard from a lot of people how our brothers and sisters around the world suffer for their faith, and I wanted to understand more about it. Arise, Lord is from Psalm 3. It's a request for God, please, to become active in a situation. I think that David was probably trying to say, God, you can't sit on the sidelines when this is happening. God loves to be addressed and to be called to do something. And we want him to be active. We need him to energize himself to address this problem. We want it to end. Arise, Lord, arise. Come on, dear God, please. As a result, I have spent the last 12 years with a group that prays for the persecuted church, and I have understood a lot about their situation. There are several parts to it. One is the immediate needs they have, and the other are the prayers for the structural, strategic things that surround their situation. This book includes targets for praying for nations, praying for people of goodwill, praying that the church will be strengthened in the places where the persecuted live. There are a lot of things to pray about that the ordinary person wouldn't think about. Christians need to understand what it's like to be in God's presence. I include myself. We need to be before God. For some reason, God loves us to speak to him about other people's needs. I think it stretches us. It makes us different. And oftentimes we find out that we're praying for ourselves. God creates a sanctuary in the darkness. This is a supernatural thing which happens, and he uses our prayers. It's a little bit of a mystery to me, actually, but I have experienced it, and I know that you can too. And this book is just one way that you might be helped to do this. The persecuted church has great needs, and they are silent to us. But this book is helpful because it identifies a target for prayer and then gives you scriptural prayer to support it. And then you can add your own heart to with spontaneous prayers that finish it. By using this book, you can be the voice of God for the persecuted. But you get an idea of the breadth and the kinds of things that can be prayed about by reading through it once. The second time round, I would use a resource, a booklet that tells some specifics about the persecuted church, and then look in the book in the index or the table of contents to find prayers that match it. There's a lot of explanation about the ways that you can pray right in the book, and the reasons that you pray too. So it's a resource for you, I believe, that you can benefit from.